Out of nowhere, Arman Tsaruykyan vs Dan Hooker has been announced. I didn't think we would get this matchup, but here we are. It's happening on UFC Fight Night Qatar. It's the same card that features Belal Muhammad vs Ian Gary. Two fights that are essentially #1 contender matchups. Now let's break this down. Arman Tsaruykyan vs Dan Hooker. Whoever wins this one is guaranteed to be next in line for a title shot against Ilia Topuria, because the UFC is pushing for Topuria to defend early next year, around January or February. If Tsaruykyan gets it done, the UFC would likely ask him for a quick turnaround, and knowing how much Arman wants to fight for the belt, he would probably accept. And you have got to give credit here. Respect to Arman Tsaruykyan for actually stepping up and taking this fight against Dan Hooker, and how much he believes he deserves to fight for the title, and Dan Hooker is no easy matchup. This guy has fought great fighters his whole career and he's never afraid of anyone. This fight is going to be fireworks. Now let's talk about Belal Muhammad vs Ian Gary. I thought the UFC would do Belal Muhammad vs Kamaru Usman, then maybe Ian Gary vs Sean Brady, but instead they flipped the script. We're getting Belal vs Gary, and that means Usman vs Brady is probably what's coming next. If Ian Gary actually beats Belal Muhammad, there is a good chance the UFC throws him straight into a title shot against the winner of Jack Della Maddalena vs Islam Makhachev. The UFC clearly sees Ian Gary as a potential star, and beating Belal would rocket him into the title shot conversation. But Belal, of course, is not going to make it that easy. The man has one of the best fight IQs in the division, but Ian Gary is younger and just has a more dynamic style. If he pulls this off, the UFC won't hesitate to market him as the next big welterweight contender. Here is my picks. If I had to give early predictions right now, I think Arman Tsaruykyan gets it done against Dan Hooker. He's too well-rounded, his pressure is relentless, and he's improving every single fight. As for Belal vs Gary, it's tough, but honestly, I think Gary might edge this one. He's got advantage, speed, and momentum on his side. Belal's cardio and experience will test him, but I see Gary just being a little too sharp. This UFC Fight Night in Qatar went from solid to must-watch. These announcements are insane, and honestly, this might be one of the most important cards leading into 2026 title fights. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and if you like this video, I would appreciate if you hit that subscribe button and like this video for more content. Thanks for watching.